Welcome to Kenisee Lake. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of Kenisee. We are here in farm country. Look at these luscious apples. We could pick one right there. Nothing like fresh grown fruit. Watching the sunrise from the dock is absolutely gorgeous. One of the reasons we do these tours is to help you figure out how you check in. Where do I park? What does the campground look like? So follow along with us and check out the campgrounds that you might be going to or that you might like to go see. When you turn into Kenisee, you're going to find a private residence on your right, and on your left you'll see a barn. As you come up the driveway, make sure that you turn right after this Welcome to Thousand Trails stop and register sign and before you get to the gate. Park right along the side of the sidewalk and walk right up to the registration office to pick up your packet. You will go through the white door to check in. They do have a wheelchair ramp leading up to their check-in office as well as steps. Beside the registration office, they also have an after-hours drop box. You can also put your cabin key there. At the registration office, this big brown and green building also hosts your laundry, the membership office, the game room, the clubhouse, as well as your little camp store. They do accept packages here, so if you need to order anything from Amazon, they do not charge anything. You just come up to the front office and grab your package. So just go ahead and put your name on the package with the Kenisee address. These two. You can purchase firewood right here at the Welcome Center. You can purchase your ice right here at the camp store and then come outside and grab it out of the ice container. It's on the whiteboard in the back. They have a list of activities that's going on the weekends. They have a small shelf where you can support local businesses, buy some honey, perhaps a t-shirt. In the small country store, you can get ice cream, sodas, small things that you might have forgotten, and even some night crawlers. You continue through the Welcome Center to the camp store and keep going through. You will find restrooms. There are 2 stalls in here, 1 handicap, 1 regular, 1 sink, and 1 mirror. The Welcome Center is huge. It's a big brown building that you can walk continuously through and right into the clubhouse. They have a TV in here for you if you want to watch TV in the clubhouse. If you're not sure where you want to go, come back here and you can pull up all kinds of pamphlets for the area. They have a nice coffee tea station and they have free coffee and tea sitting right here for you to come up and make a pot. Inside the clubhouse, you'll also find some books. If you take a book, leave a book. Or if you don't have a book to leave, then read your book while you're here and bring it back. Mark and Julie, we found a copy of Living the RV Life right here at Kenisee. There's a nice, peaceful, quiet corner for you to take a book and relax for a few minutes. We are returning a book today. We picked this book up at Diamond Caverns Campground, read it, and we are now returning it here at Kenisee. If you find this book and choose to read it, there is a sticker and a bookmark in the book for you. It's a shiny one too. If you just so happen to enter into the clubhouse door instead of the Welcome Center door, they have a sign with an arrow pointing to the registration office. They have a nice pool table here. Just take off the cover and start playing a game of pool. You'll find chalk and pool sticks in the corner beside the pool table. They have another pool table right here in the center of the room. If you come into the game room, make sure you check out this beautiful travel quilt that's displayed on the back wall. Someone's put a lot of time and effort into making this quilt. Fred beats me at this game a lot. Occasionally I score. They have puzzles and games in here in case it's raining and you need something to do. Come on out to the clubhouse. Welcome to the Kenisee Learning Corner right here in the game room. It's filled with books and games and activities for the kids right here in the corner. I love that tree. I used to build trees like that in my classroom. What a great kids' corner. It's time to kick back and watch a movie. They have plenty of movies for you to pop into the DVD player, and you can sit in the little corner and take a movie in. Small area by the Welcome Center is the laundry. It has a wheelchair accessible ramp as well as steps. Inside the laundry room, you'll find a swap table. It's kind of like the books. Take an item or leave an item. There was actually a My Buddy heater in here earlier. In the laundry area, you will find 6 washing machines. There are 6 dryers here as well. There are 3 across from the washing machines and 3 on the front wall. The washer and dryers are both CSC, so if you have an app on your phone, you can use that, or you can bring in coins and use quarters. There's a little cubby where they host a sink. If you like to fold your clothes here, there are a couple of folding tables. They even have an ironing board. If you need to drive to the lake or to the clubhouse, they have a little parking lot here for you. You will find Kenisee Lake right here beside the green and brown building. One of the great things about Kenisee Lake is you can fish here and take home what you catch. There's a small dock where you can fish right off the dock. If you want to fish or just go boating, you can do that as well. They have a few boats here, and all you have to do is go into the office, sign a waiver, and they're absolutely free. Once you sign the waiver, you'll come out and get your paddles. They will provide life jackets for you, and you can paddle around the lake all day long for free. They will provide you with a life jacket. Grown-ups, you must take one. Kids, you must wear one. If you want night crawlers, they're $3.50 a dozen and cash only, so bring a little bit of cash with you. There's absolutely no swimming in this lake. If you like to walk, you can walk across the dam and around the lake, go up a hill and into the park and make a huge circle. There's a small island at the end of the lake that you can paddle your boat around. Shouldn't be too hard to find a route to walk. There are several loops and pathways going around the big fields and around the sections of the park. Most of this campground is flat, so if you're looking for a little hill to climb on your walk, then I suggest you go around the curve of the dam, up the hill, through Section A, and back around. This is Queen Anne's lace. There's a lot of it around here. This plant can be used for both edible reasons or medicine. Usually you will harvest the roots, which smell a lot like carrots. So they also call it a wild carrot. On your left, as you're coming into the park, you'll see another pond where you can catch fish and eat them. You are not supposed to be swimming in these ponds or lakes, but just in case of emergency. They have flags here that represent the United States, the state of Ohio, and the armed forces. As you're entering the park, you will pass this little ranger station. To the right, before you get into the campground itself, and all the sites, there's a dump station. There is a place for 2 RVs to dump. However, there's no water hookups to clean out your hoses, but I don't think this has been used in a while because there are sewer sites at every site. There are trash disposal sites scattered throughout the park. Not only can you eat what you catch, they provided a little cleaning station for you as well. Make sure you look at your map before heading into the park. The park is divided into 4 areas and it is not marked what the areas are. The first area I'm going to show you is Area A. You will turn right to get into there. It is one way. Site A is where you're going to find the sites that overlook the lake. They're back-in sites. Unfortunately, most of these sites, if not all, that overlook the lake are annual sites. Check out that view of the lake. I sure wish there were some transient spots around here. I don't know about you, but it'd be worth trying for a site on the lake. There are 2 bathhouses in Kenisee Lake. One is in Section A, and the other is in Section D across from the pool. We'll take a quick look into the women's restroom. There are 2 restrooms. There's 2 shower areas, and check out those shower heads. That's pretty fancy. We have to see if they have these by the pool shower as well. They also have an area to sit down and put your bag at. There's a nice corner area for you to put out your appliances and use the mirror if you like. There are 2 bathroom sinks and a large mirror. What a beautiful site. Again, this is an annual site. I've walked all the way up and down the row and have not seen one site on the lake that is transient. But you still have access to it and it's beautiful, so come and enjoy. At the end of Area A, there's another pond. It doesn't seem to be used as much as the lake and the front pond, but you can still come out here and fish if you like. So here are a couple of examples of some of the transient sites in Area A. Section A makes a complete circle. It goes off to your right, and where you see the one-way do not enter sign, it comes right out from that circle out here, so you can go straight to the front or you can turn to go to the other sections. If you're in section B, C, or D, you're going to turn left. Section B is also known as a pull-through area. Beware, there are a lot of potholes here. They keep coming around filling them, but just as soon as they fill them, they are dug right back out. So once you turn to the right where the pull-through sign points to, on the left you're going to see area or section C. That's where we are at. Our site is a back-end site, flat and graveled. We are at site C6. It is a full hookup with 50 amps. 50, 30, 20. Not all sites have these. Most of the sites are 30 amp. But all of section C is 50, 30, 20. There are several huge fields within the park, and sporadically you'll see something fun for the kids to play on. This little play set is between section B and section C. You may even find an adult swing for you to enjoy. Section B has a couple empty spaces, so come on down and visit Kenisee. The pull through, site B, just go around the circle and pull on through. It's a mixture of transients and annuals. As you can see straight down the road, section B, the pull through site, and on the other side, back in, is section C. The pull through sites are pretty long. They're partially grass and gravel. There are no trees here, so if you need plenty of sunlight or have Starlink, this might be a good choice for you. This is site B3. It is 50, 30, 20 amp hookups. Some of the places here only have 30 amp, but every one of them have a sewer site. Most sites come with a picnic table. The sites also come with a fire ring. So here's one of the big open fields. It's pretty cool because it has a path that goes all the way around it, so you can make a good walking track here. And it's full of geese. You never know which field will have all the geese in it, but you always know every field is loaded with goose poop. I think they like this field a lot because it's not as well populated as the other fields are. I do find them here a lot more. You'll find this little bridge in section A. The only way to get to it is through the big field that was full of geese. They have a pet waste station between C and A. In that field, it's a pet walk. There is no dog park here, but don't worry, Nikita found one for you. Every section, every road ends up back at this central location. It's a small park, very quiet, enjoyable. Down this little road, you're going to find a lot of your activities, a couple more fields, as well as section D, and the pool is my favorite. The pool is situated in the field with no trees around it, so there's not a whole lot of shade here. There are several picnic tables surrounding the pool area, so if you want to bring a picnic down here. I love how they created this place to put your pool noodles. Very creative. It's a very nice pool. It's heated. This pool is pretty shallow. It goes from 3 to 5 feet, so absolutely no diving here. There's only one lounge chair here, so if you want it, you better come pretty early. If you're looking for shade, there are 2 tables with 2 umbrellas. There are plenty of chairs going around the pool, so if you want to sit in a straight back chair, you're golden. There is a chair lift to help you get into the pool if you need one. Here is another group of items for the kids to play on, scattered throughout the different fields. Nice big field to play baseball, and they even have a baseball area. If you're into miniature golf, they have a miniature golf course here for you, and it's lit up at night so you can even play in the dark. This one looks like the munchkins are gonna hop out any minute and tell you to follow the little green road. This is a perfect replica of a covered bridge. In case you don't know, you can take a covered bridge tour in this area. I love this little storage shed. It holds your putters and your balls, and everything you need is right here next to the miniature golf course. If you're into playing full court basketball, here's your chance. Nice big full court, and I love how the basketballs are right here for you to just grab and go. But make sure you put them back in the rack so the next person can enjoy them as well. They must have lost many of a basketball rolling down that hill and into the pond. They've put a chain link fence up to keep the basketballs from rolling away. What a nice place to come and sit, looking over the water, just relaxing. I wonder if that one lonely goose is wondering where all the other geese are. What happened, dude? They went to the back area. If you're into fishing, this is a great place to come. Lake Erie is not very far away, and you have ample bodies of water here right on the campground to catch and eat your fish. If you like horseshoes, they have a pit here for you. They have walkways that come up from the Welcome Center up into the pond and to the pool. These little walkways allow you to come nicely down through the campsites and to the camp store in case you need anything. They even have a small shuffleboard court for you here right on the water. This concession stand is under renovation. Can't wait till they get that up and going. How nice would it be to come and get a hot dog or hamburger while you're at the pool? There are 2 bathhouses on the property. This one is across from the pool. I'm not going to show you all the bathroom. It's exactly like bathhouse A. However, I did want to show you that they also have really cool shower heads in here. The play area is close to the pool and the pavilion. Here is the Gaga ball pit. Very similar to dodgeball, but you have to throw the ball below the boards so that you're only hitting the people below the waist. Gaga ball seems to be pretty prevalent. We've seen it at a lot of campgrounds. If you want to see people playing full-on dodgeball, check out our video, link up above after you finish watching this, and we'll show you Twin Lakes. They play real dodgeball. If you don't know how to play Gaga ball, they have an info box right here. You can just pull out the instructions and check them out. This little woodsy area is for tent sites. I haven't seen any tent sites the last week or so, but you never know. This is tent site 6. They don't have any water or electric at any of these sites. However, they do have a picnic table, a fire pit. This might be a nice evening to start a fire. The tent sites have plenty of room to pitch your tent. I'll give you a glimpse of the cabins. They must be pretty popular. They have been occupied ever since we've been here. They come with a screened-in front porch, a picnic table, and a fire ring. Section D is a small area, definitely all annuals, and they are on the same road as the pool and the pavilion. Just like all the other areas, Section D, the pool area, and the pavilion all lead back to one road. I'm going to show you an empty site in C area. They're pretty long. This is a back-end site. We are at site C5. The C area has 50, 30, and 20 amps, and you are in charge of the Wi-Fi in this area, so don't switch that switch off. C area is a full hookup areas with water, sewer, and 50 amp electric. Most sites here appear to be very level. Most of the sites here come with a fire ring, a picnic table, and a pretty nice grassy yard. If you're ever down this neighborhood, drop on by. It's Hot Dog Friday, 6 to 8. Every Friday, free hot dogs and the fixins. So let's cook your own hot dogs over the grill. There's a nice hot fire and a nice grill. Check out all these sides. Yummy.
All right, it's time for the Kenisee Lake Cellular Service Report. Well, T-Mobile shows up at 92 megabits per second download and 5.02 to grab first place. That must be that 5G kicking in. But not to worry, even Verizon on 3G was very respectable second place at 46.8 megabits per second down, and more amazingly, 27.7 megabits per second up. Very nice. And you could still get a little bit of AT&T out here, 6.71 megabits per second down with a 0.12 upload speed. Not too great, but again, we had a great time at this park. It's beautiful, it's huge, and very folksy, very nice people, and a good time. We think you'll enjoy it. We'll talk to you next week.